Like how Mario, in the original Donkey Kong arcade where he first appeared, wasn't meant to be Mario. Nintendo actually wanted to use Popeye as the main protagonist, but just couldn't get the licensing rights. And it's only then that they realized that they actually need a character of their own, so they decided to create Jumpman. Yeah, I think the creative team were having a day off. But Jumpman, over the coming years, became Mario. And Mario as a character now has managed to sell Nintendo over 800 million video games. Did you ever wonder why Mario's gorilla nemesis is called
ever wonder why Mario's gorilla nemesis is called
Donkey Kong? Well, donkey in a Japanese to English dictionary is an adjective meaning stubborn. And Nintendo wanted to make it immediately obvious to passers by arcades that the enemy character is a stubborn ape. Zelda is named after the famous novelist and playwright
Zelda is named after the famous novelist
Zelda Fitzgerald. For some reason. I think they just liked her name. But then where does Link's name come from? It's not short for Lincoln. Well, the very first Zelda game was originally going to feature time travel, with Link being the literal link between past and future. They of course did go on to use this concept in later Zelda games, but a lot of people didn't know that this was the intention right from the very beginning. If you look at Kirby game box art in Japan
and the USA
versus the US, you'll notice his face is angry.
You'll notice his face
is
in
the US and cuter
in Japan.
And this is intentional. Nintendo found from their market research that all demographics in Japan responded well to cuteness, but then in the US, they felt like they needed Kirby to be cool more than cute because they didn't think that boys would play otherwise, which is hilarious. Since Kirby was very nearly going to be called Tinkle Popo. Yeah, I don't think that would have been quite the same hit. One of Nintendo's top lawyers, John Kirby, owns the exclusive worldwide right to name Sailboat Donkey Kong as a very strange thank you gift for winning Nintendo a massive lawsuit. This was a huge case, by the way. Funnily enough, from Universal, who tried to sue them saying that Donkey Kong was infringing on the rights of King Kong. Oh, and they also bought him a $30,000 boat for him to name the Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
But that's less funny than this idea of a God-given right of you, and only you can name your boat Donkey Kong. It's funny. But then also, notice something interesting about that guy's name, John Kirby. So the reason that Kirby didn't end up being called Tinkle Popo was this guy right here. Unsung hero. Right, just before we get to the Easter eggs, which not